If you watch Sex and the City, you know the taxi cab theory. It's about men and dating, but the same thing applies to clients and sales. So if you can't get men to commit or clients to sign, then stick around because this video is for you. All right, welcome back to the Security Bros. I'm Ken, Jimbo James, and the taxi cab theory is based on the simple premise that men are either ready to settle down or they are not, as in the light on the cab is either on or it is off.
Men are like cabs. When they're available, their light goes on. The next woman they pick up, boom, that's the one they'll marry.
That means a man who isn't ready can't become ready by simply meeting the right woman. And a man who is ready marries the first woman that gets into his metaphorical cab.
It's not fate, it's dumb luck.
Several women on TikTok have been making videos on their take with the taxi cab theory. Most are related to that last part where, who's this woman that gets into his cab? Exactly what does that mean? Is that like the first woman that he goes out with? Is it the first woman that he sleeps with? Most of these women are saying, well, guys do become more picky when they're ready to settle down.
Now, where I disagree with this theory so far is the idea that a man will just pick the next girl just because she is the next girl that comes across his path. There's obviously more thought that goes into it, and I think that a man being ready for marriage means that he will be more careful with who he dates. He will be more picky. He will seek out women who he believes he can build a life with, and hopefully that will make the process easier.
And if they do meet a woman who is not a good fit, like she's a little too crazy or something, instead of spending like 3 fun months with this crazy chick, he just says like, let's just end this right away as soon as I get crazy vibes.
So my suggestion is put your damn arm down and stop trying to hail a cab that has its light off. And honestly, I should probably take my own advice.
I feel like your girl jumped in and just kind of turned that light on for you and then just made it happen.
Yeah, I wasn't ready when I met her, but
she got you there.
She turned the light on and it was
She showed you the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Showed you the ring. Showed you where to put it.
Right there.
Yeah, nice. There's an article in Psychology Today called Why Women Love and Lust After Unavailable Men.
I can already tell you that. People want what they don't have or what they can't have.
Apparently, women who find themselves in relationships with unavailable men don't need to change everything about themselves. They just need to switch their focus.
A relationship truly only works when a woman settles for a man that she considers mid.
Why would women who are looking for commitment not be attracted to men that are looking for commitment? And my theory on that is that men specifically looking for commitment, they signal undesirability. Imagine you're out doing some fishing. You jump on your boat, you go out into the sea, you want to catch that big tuna. Now, imagine you see a tuna that floats up to the surface, just like take me, and I'm just floating on my side at the surface.
Yeah, it might be dead.
It's not a desirable fish. Nobody wants that fish.
Right.
A real tuna is going to be down there doing its little tuna thing, right? And so you want to hook that fish and bring it up, but you don't want one that's just like, hey, I'm ready. Right. The truth is, we all know that desirable men, well, I should say all men kind of want a lot of women. It's just like in their program. It's in their nature.
Built into our DNA.
And desirable men usually actually get multiple women. So a guy who's like, hey, I barely know you. We're just going, I just met you and I'm ready to settle to just you. I'll be all yours. That can seem a little suspicious. If you're a good catch, why would you be like volunteering yourself to be committed to one person? And then, of course, why are women specifically attracted to unavailable men? Because they signal desirability. And men that are unavailable or are not looking for commitment, it's usually because they have options, right? Like if a guy has absolutely no options and like one woman comes around, he's gonna be like, oh, sweet, yeah, I'm ready to settle. But a guy who has like a plethora of women, it's gonna take a little bit to get that guy to want to settle down. Not every guy. And in fact, I had a buddy who was attractive, very well educated. He spoke multiple languages. He's very talented, very good with money. He had a bunch of it and well traveled and all of that. But he was not looking to get with multiple women. He actually wanted something very serious. And the funny thing is, when I would see, he would bring in women that were attractive. He would he could get them like close, but he was having a hard time getting them to commit. He would let them know, I'm looking for something serious. And yet these girls were always very hesitant. Now, why?
Probably came out a little strong for their taste.
Women actually do like the game too. Just cutting to the chase of commitment. While a lot of women may say like, oh, where are the good guys that are looking for commitment? I just have not witnessed women being attracted to guys that are saying, look, I'm looking to be a one-woman guy and I want to settle down now. It's almost off-putting, even though ultimately that might be what she wants. Now, when we're talking about sales, this is important because the psychology still kind of plays here. So you think of clients like taxi cabs. They're ready or they're not ready. That's how I think of them. You know, clients that aren't looking for your product, you know, they have their light off, and clients that want your product, they have their light on, and they're usually very upfront about that. You can ask a client, are you looking for this right now? And they'll tell you if they're not looking for it. So my strategy is I take all potential clients and I put them into two groups. You have the ones that are interested and the ones that are not interested. I don't put any effort into the second group of people that are not interested because I don't want to waste time convincing people that they need me, right? That's a whole extra layer of effort. If you take all that time and you were to put it into something that does have a big payoff, you're going to find out you have a lot more sales if that's what you're going for. I mean, think about this. Prostitutes. Do you ever find prostitutes trying to convince guys that they need their service, right? Like, do prostitutes hold a meeting in a conference room in a hotel and get a bunch of guys to come in? Everybody take your seats. You know, we got coffee in the back. We got some snacks. Okay, sit down. All right, guys, like, listen up. Now, quick, before we get started, for those of you who purchase services tonight, the hotels agree to give you a 20% off, you know, first time. No, they don't do that. They're not convincing you that you need these top 5 reasons that you would be interested in the types of things that we are like. No, they're only offering their services to guys that are already looking for it.
Right.
So be more like the prostitute. I can't tell you the number of people that contact me every single day. They want to offer me a service that I don't need, I don't want, I wasn't out looking for, and I don't reply to them because I just get too many of these and I just delete those emails. And the next thing, you know, like, I'll get that email will pop back into my inbox because they're like following up. They're like, oh, you know, like, you must have missed my first email. It's like, I didn't miss your first email.
I just didn't want to read it.
And then they follow up on that email. Oh man, you know, you must not have gotten my follow-up email, so I'm following up on that. It's like, no, it's not a follow-up. It's called harassment.
This is the 4th email. I promise this is the last time. You're like, please make it so.
Yep. Do you promise? I actually have a very high close rate when it comes to sales. I'm not going to be in a business where there is not a whole plethora of people that actually want what I have. Like, if I'm working in a field where like most people don't even, like most of the people that I would approach don't even want what I have to offer, I'm in the wrong field. It just seems like a really weird sales concept to me to spend tons of time trying to convince people that don't even want what you have. And people do this. I know salespeople that do this. I look for customers that already have their taxi cab light on. I don't go out looking for customers that are driving around with their light off. They're not on duty. They're not looking for what I have to offer. I don't jump in that cab and then spend the next 3 months following up and trying to get them to, get interested in me. It hardly ever works, first of all. And I could take that same amount of energy and it would have like a 10 times payoff if I put it in the right place. If you enjoyed this video, please like it so that we know, and share it so your friends know.
Bye.